Hey guys, welcome back to Travel Talks with VK Vlogs, and welcome to the very first international episode shoot of Travel Talks with VK Vlogs. Today I have a global citizen, a world traveler, and I know this guy since the last 24 years. Please welcome my brother, my dearest Dhiraj. Hello.
Hi everybody, I'd just like to correct you, 23, not 24.
Very
But,
soon 24.
Very soon 24, let's say half a year, so more than soon, not more than sooner, but yes, 23. But anyways, thank you for inviting me to the show.
How do you feel today?
I feel excellent, I feel amazing, the weather is very nice. And before we start, I must like to felicitate you on the success of Travel Talks. I have to say I'm a very consistent viewer of this show and I really like watching, the content you have been producing around this area. It's very interactive, very intellectual. Of course, not just you, but also the guests that have been here on this show.
Thank you. I really appreciate people who have actually agreed to come on this show, first of all. But if you call 100 views a success, thank you so much.
Check भिजवा देना, ये वही वाली बात है.
Amazing. So basically, you know why are you here today? So to share your amazing travel stories. I'm not going to reveal how many countries you have been to because there's one question regarding that.
Okay.
So let's keep that a secret for now.
Okay.
And let's quickly get to the point.
Okay.
What's your favorite travel destination? Which country, city do you like to travel the most?
Okay, well, it depends. I have multiple. I really like, depends on the vibe and depends on the time of the year and depends on the context. So if I have to choose one, I couldn't, but if I have to choose two or three, I can. So one is Paris.
Okay.
Because, we all love Paris. It's overrated, but I love it.
Okay.
One is Athens in Greece because of the history and because of its chaotic chaos and its resemblance to the culture of Delhi and Indo-European mix and its resemblance to the chaos of Delhi. And the last, if I have to be on a beach or some sort of a vibe that I need to get in a mood of party or something, then definitely Barcelona would be the one. So I would say these three in Europe.
Very interesting choices. Let's again get stick to the point. You have to choose one, and you have to tell me the most special thing about that place.
Well, if it has to be one, then I would probably say Athens.
Okay.
Because I think, as I mentioned, the history and the vibe of the city is, and the food as well. I mean, you see the history of it. It's unbelievable. So definitely Athens. I was there last summer, and the weather was amazing, and all these archaeological sites involved in Athens were fantastic. So definitely that one. Finally, we got there.
Okay.
3 minutes later, a millennial century later.
Okay, I think you're getting memes also along with a lot of content that you're producing today. So, any interesting travel stories from Athens?
From Athens,
Interesting experiences. I don't
yes, definitely. I mean, you can answer this question because one of the most interesting experiences happened in Paris.
I'm talking about Athens. Let's stick to Athens.
No, well, if I have to give you a very interesting teaser and let the audience get involved in this, and I chose Paris as a city as well, so I would give you from Paris if you don't mind, but not Athens.
Okay, go for it.
So one evening, these two gentlemen here, very young, talented, educated gentlemen, sitting in a park in front of Eiffel Tower. And we were astounded by the beauty of the tower
I think
itself.
the last show of the night and the lights were blinking.
Yeah, so every 1 hour there is like a little light show for 30 seconds or something. And so we were sitting there, we were astonished by the view. Both of us, I think, went first time to Paris. It was November 2017.
Yeah, and it was the last day.
It was the last day. And so we were like, wow, you can really dance. So, and there we are. And there's our bag. We have a blue bag, we have like a backpack, backpack. So it was like right behind us. Assume we are sitting right now and like behind us, we have a bag. And it's completely dark. It's like 8 p.m. or something. So we look there and then we turn around. And there is no bag. So I'm like, where's the bag? He's like, I don't know, you have it. Where's the bag? I'm like, I don't have it. So technically the bag was stolen. And just to add a little bit of salt to the wound, is it salt to the wound, right?
Yeah.
There were our passports in the bag. So it was a clear disaster. It was not time of air tags, so we couldn't find it. But with the help of local Indian diaspora around the area, we were able to locate the bag. He had his own camera there that was stolen, but our passports were like on the bottom in the secret pocket.
Yes.
So we found that, but it was definitely an interesting story. People
But you're
call
forgetting
Europe.
one thing
Yes.
actually. In the middle of the night, 12:30 a.m. in the night, we are sitting in a police car and going around Eiffel Tower.
Absolutely. Sorry, it was not 8 but midnight. Yes. And it was like, yeah, literally.
And they
asking
put us in
police-
the car like, okay, you have to identify the people out
Exactly.
here. And randomly they were taking all the checks out of people, some people from different nationalities.
Exactly.
And
I
we
mean,
were
it
like
was-
amazed, and
It's
after
crazy.
like half an hour we found that bag.
Yes.
And only the passports were inside the bag.
Exactly.
Rest everything else was gone.
So for all of you who have been wondering since your childhood that I want to travel to Europe and how safe it is, it is an interesting teaser for you.
No, it was, I think, the one and the only experience I think I have ever had in Europe.
Yeah.
And it
Actually-
turned out to be a nightmare.
Actually, I have to share one more story.
I know.
In life, I got stolen things twice. One was in Paris, and the other one was in Montreal, in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
So I was living there, and I used to wear this gold bracelet.
Yeah.
Very Indian, by the way, but doesn't matter.
Mm.
And one day I returned from home. It wasn't there anymore, so it was basically stolen from home. Anyways,
Yeah.
as another interesting story
Yeah.
to know
Okay.
about
So,
that.
Yeah, it's again a travel story. It's always welcome. Okay, moving on. So finally, I know you have been bragging about I've been here, I've been there.
I've
and
not
all.
been bragging anything
Yeah,
about
so
anybody.
let's get straight to the point. How many countries have you traveled to?
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't had a count of it precisely because
Let's say approximately.
yeah, approximately. But do you also mean involving just transits or like strictly outside?
outside the airport.
I think it is around 32 or 33.
Not bad. 32 or 33.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Plus
some
minus
names?
2.
Do you remember some names? Where all have you been to?
Yes.
From different continents. Let's start from Asia to
Okay.
North America.
Okay, so in Asia it would be India for sure.
Uh-huh.
What a surprise. Sri Lanka, it would be Thailand, Singapore, Qatar, China,
Dubai,
United Arab Emirates, yes.
Turkey, Istanbul.
Yes, well, Turkey is half Europe, half Asia, so I've been on both sides. Yes, Turkey as well.
Okay.
And that's
That's it, I think, coming to Europe.
Europe. It would be.
Let's say half of Europe we have been to.
More than half. I think we all of West Europe except Portugal and UK because it's not in the Schengen zone. UK, so not that one, and also Ireland again is not in the Schengen zone. But other than that, yes, most of the countries in
Okay.
Europe.
And in North America you have been
Just
to.
Canada. It's easy to count.
It's just Canada.
Just Canada, easy to count. Not much hassle. Where have I been?
Okay, so you've been to so many places and you have experienced so many different cultures from around the world. Do you think are there any aspects of foreign culture that you would never get used to? Especially you have been living in Prague since 6 years.
Yes.
So what are maybe a couple of things that you would never get used to?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, there are both positives and negatives of any culture. There are a lot of positives that I took, and there are some negatives. Since I'm never able to understand. For example, I was in Switzerland actually with Dad, and the shops close at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I don't know, something like that. And on weekends, Sunday, not open at all. And she agrees.
Yeah,
She
she
completely
agrees.
agrees. So I was like, what is this? I come from India and the shops are open until 1 and until 12 and you can go even at 10:30 and people are happy to sell
Even
you.
in Prague, actually.
Yeah, even in Prague, but here there is a question over the hospitality of selling. But I mean, it's open.
It's okay.
It's just open.
Okay.
Dekh lo yaar,
Yeah,
dekh lo.
you want to buy, you buy. You don't want to buy,
You don't buy. As simple as it could be.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one thing. And second thing would be the cuisine. I mean, I like European cuisine, but I find these Indian and Mediterranean cuisines are slightly better, maybe because my masala sense is a bit different.
I think not only you, the entire Europe agrees to that because there are so many kebab shops out here.
That's true.
There are so many Vietnamese shops out here. They have so many Korean food out there. Indian shops out here.
Yes.
So I think everyone loves food from Asia.
Yeah.
It's just that even it is very difficult to get used to European kind of food.
It's absolutely interesting.
It's very good. It's very nice. Very plain. Very basic.
Yes.
But you can't have have it every day, I think.
Yes and no. Since I've been living for 6 years,
Yeah.
I love Czech food because
Yeah.
I have it like every second day.
Yes.
And I cannot have Indian food every day since I feel bloated and it's so heavy.
Yeah.
But so it's a mix of everything. You
Okay,
know? So just to answer your question.
Awesome. So in this span of 23, 24 years, however old you are, by the way,
You are revealing my age with this platform. I disagree to this video. I refuse.
Spam.
Straight spam. Unsubscribe. No, guys, subscribe to the channel.
So what has been your favorite vacation memory ever?
Definitely China, because I met Karyan there.
You met the love of your life, basically.
And it was really nice. It's such I don't know how you call it. It's such a story because she is Canadian, I'm an Indian living in Czech on a trip to Shanghai, and we meet. That was definitely an interesting trip. Serbia, wow, what a country! It's cheap, people are amazing, and also it's fun traveling to Serbia. So those are definitely two cities that stand out for me. The rest is Malta, Eastern Europe, in Slovakia, Hungary, blah blah blah. They all fall in the same category. They are beautiful countries, not so great history, great empires, but yeah, it's just like it's like Czech. If you are not into architecture, then it's like how it works there basically.
While you were falling in love in China, I was enjoying the carnival in Brazil.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
We were in the exactly opposite ends of the world that time, kind of.
Yeah, yes, not opposite exactly, but yeah, we were close to each other, but far.
But far, yes.
Yes,
So yeah, those are good memories, I think.
Absolutely.
So-
And by the way, sorry to cut you.
No
You asked me
problem.
my favorite destination. Prague, definitely. Even though I live here.
No, I think his tube light is finally on.
No, why Prague? Because I live here, and not just that. I still don't get bored of the city. I mean, you could probably agree to me because you come to
coming
Prague.
here, yeah.
It's really beautiful. Everything just
amazing.
connects together in
No,
the city.
people say that it's Eastern Europe, whatever.
Nah.
No, it's just
It's
the
actually-
heart of Europe. It is
Yeah.
absolutely in center.
Yeah.
I don't agree to anyone who says that is it part of Eastern Europe. I mean, geographically, yes.
No, it's
But-
more west of Vienna.
So
So,
imagine.
it's actually western.
Exactly.
People historically used to
Yes.
say it Eastern Europe because of its, I don't know, GDP and all.
Yeah.
But we have a 14.3% inflation year to year, so that's not
Man,
anymore.
let's not go. This is a travel talk show. Let's stick to traveling.
Okay. The salaries are higher than, I don't know, in southern Italy, in Naples
Okay,
or
okay.
something.
Relax,
so.
relax. Okay, so since I know you very well and I know you have a very
Really?
unorthodox way
Acha.
of traveling.
Acha.
That's why.
हमें बता रही है.
So you have a very unorthodox way of traveling. I know you the kind of flights that you find. I don't think so. I would find in my life. So how do you plan your travel?
Well, for me, I have to say, people follow religion. My religion is Ryanair and Wizz Air. Basically, they are low cost, low airfares kind of airlines. And basically, the secret is I go to Skyscanner. And I know, for example, Ryanair have their hubs in Milan and Poland. So I would go there and I see what is the cheapest they fly to. And I have a destination in my mind. I'll give you an example. I'll explain you with an example. Like, for example, during Easter in April, my destination was to go to Serbia. I really wanted to go to Belgrade, no matter what. So I said, okay, if I look Prague, Belgrade, that's probably 4,000 crowns, so like 14,000 rupees. But I said, okay, I know Milan, they have cheap flights. So I did Prague, Katowice by train, Katowice, Naples, Milan, Niš, and Niš is like 100 kilometers from Belgrade, so I took a bus. That's how I reached there in 600 crowns from 4,000 crowns.
Which is 2,000 rupees approximately.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like a good hefty distance. I don't know the exact number, but I think if you take a direct flight, it would probably be 3 hours or something. So it's a good amount of time. So basically, just connect the dots. You have a destination in your mind, and you want to reach there, but there are loopholes how you can reach there. And also on the top of that, I'm not a very heavy traveler. I just have this big backpack. If you tell me to go to New Zealand, give me 6 kachhes, I'm good to go. As simple as that. I mean, really, I don't care. I'm not as much into fashion as you are. You can probably tell from the dress. He told me what to wear today, so otherwise I would probably look like out of the world kind of a thing.
It's fine. No, I totally understand your very different way of traveling, and I think you have a great sense when it comes to gray areas. So
I don't know. I won't comment on that. But in traveling, yes.
yes. So
But it's good, no? I mean, you find something
Of
for
course.
600 crowns. You do the whole trip for 100 euros, and you see 5 countries.
That's how you have been adding a lot of countries to your resume.
To the resume. And for example, Naples, and I ate the oldest pizza, one of the oldest pizzas in the world.
Wow.
It was beautiful.
I mean,
and you make memories with cheap flights.
Awesome. So is there any travel blogger you follow, or like it's very random? You have random plans, or you take inspiration from somebody?
I think travel. I've been looking at your videos, and they're very inspirational. So I've been definitely following you.
Wow. You should note that, by the way.
In terms of traveling, like where to travel or how to plan, I think people should kind of take that from me.
But you don't have a channel.
Yeah.
So I remember you used to watch Casey Neistat a lot.
Yeah, but he's not a travel blogger. I mean, he was just into tech and I don't know, reviewing stuff and daily vlogging, and he was traveling for brands and all. But he wasn't like, yeah, I'm gonna travel 150 countries. Like for example, Kara and Nate. There's one channel on YouTube. But I don't really follow anyone because they show the country but not how to reach there. So I kind of follow myself. I think this comes from our jugaduness that we have from Delhi.
That's true.
So I would give myself a credit, not to sound too arrogant, but yet humble on this one.
Okay, so I mean, again, it comes from the fact that you have traveled so much. What are your 3 most favorite collectibles from your travel?
Oh well, if you look at the amount of luggage I'm allowed to take in the flight, I have no option to take any collectibles. But still, for me, it's more like going into a country, having beer with the locals is my memory, and that's my collectible. I'm not into magnet. I'm not into buying some clothes because they all are made in Bangladesh. I'm not into, I don't know, collecting a Swiss knife. I can find a normal IKEA knife. So for me, memories are genuinely going to that country, talking to strangers who are locals on the streets and asking them, where do you go for drinking in the night? And drinking with them and learning what they do and how they think. That's for me, it's like, wow. I would honestly do that any day, really. I have some bucket list countries where I would like to do that. But this for me is golden. Magnet, it doesn't really matter. You can find it on Google Images as well.
Very interesting way of looking at things. I mean, for somebody who likes to travel a lot, I mean, generally people like to collect a lot of things, but I really give you credit for this because I know that this guy doesn't even click pictures.
The amount of photos I have taken since the inception of
mobile phone photography.
Yeah, mobile phone photography is probably 1,000 maybe. I mean, since January, I think I traveled maybe, I don't know, 10 countries or 8, and I took probably 80 photos. And because you asked me to send me this photo where you are.
Exactly. I mean, I have to see where are you.
Yes, probably to send in the home group that I am here, took off, landing. So that's what accumulates in the photography contest.
I agree.
But yeah, I agree. I should start taking photos because it collects memories as well. But I told you what makes memories for me.
That's true. No, very, very, very natural way of making memories. I really appreciate it. Amazing. Those were some amazing answers. You were really good. And now let's come to the very much rapid fire round. Feel like beer with Karan.
I was gonna say this is such an original concept.
All right. So, rapid fire round.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready and thrilled.
Be rapid and just give me the first thought. Okay.
I'm gonna give you all the thoughts.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word travel?
Paris.
Would you describe yourself as a tourist or an explorer?
Definitely an explorer.
Okay. The best meal you've ever had on a vacation?
Oh, it would be gyros in Athens, or it would be I tried an octopus in Beijing. I think.
Okay. Definitely. Let's not get into details. Our video would be banned in India. Your favorite travel theme movie?
Zindagi Na Milegi
I knew this one was
Moshi Moshi Yamamoto Zari
Yankee.
No offense to Japanese.
But it was an amazing movie. Cheers to Zoya. Your secret travel tip?
Skyscanner, fly cheap, look for Ryanair, Wizz Air, Blue Air, Voltia.
So basically look for local airline. I mean, everyone doesn't live in Europe.
But if you write on Google, look for local airline, the first would come is Lufthansa.com. You will go on airline and buy the air ticket. You shouldn't do that. You should look for cheap air tickets like eDreams, Opodo, some really cheap, and you will find that on Skyscanner. Skyscanner is the key to success in this century.
Okay. Your dream travel destination?
Oh, I have 3. And it's not a destination, but it's more of what I would like to do.
I put a graphic here when we do this rapid fire, and it doesn't fit in there.
No, I will tell you and I have a plan, and I just need to execute it somehow. And one of them is I fly to Thailand, Bangkok. I've already been there, but that's a port from where you have cheap flights in Air Asia. So remember, where is the port, and you fly from there. So I fly to Thailand. From there, I go to Vietnam. I go from the north to south. From there, I go to Cambodia, and I go to Laos, and I fly back from Thailand back to Berlin. That's one. And I would also love to do a South America trip. I mean, not the white people South America, like for example Mexico is North America, but like Cancun. I wouldn't like to do Cancun. I would like to go to the streets of Mexico City and eat some amazing tacos, for example. So the trip would be Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay, Panama, all these countries somehow, if I could do it. And lastly, if I feel sophisticated, if I feel rich, I would like to go to New Zealand. So yeah, these 3 trips have been in my mind for a very, very long time, especially this Asia one. I think I'd be highly surprised. Yeah, and one country I would really like to go, sorry to take this answer very long, is Tokyo, Japan. Wow, amazing country. It looks amazing.
Okay, I think my graphic is like, I can't take it anymore.
You see, no mention of any North American country other than Mexico. But
That's
I'd
true.
really like to explore.
I mean, you've already been to Canada, so
yes,
you've
that's
already
true.
covered half of North America. So I mean, kind of, let's say.
Yes, but Africa I'm forgetting, but I also love Africa. Libya is one country I would like to go.
I mean,
in
how much
Africa.
politically correct one guy can be in one fucking interview?
No,
It's fine, relax.
No, Libya, Congo, and not South Africa, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful, but I would like to see the real Africa. So yes, definitely.
But I'm happy that somebody from our family has actually been to Africa, which is our dad. He's
Yeah.
been to Algeria
Yes.
for some time. So, okay. What's the first thought that comes to your mind when I say the names of these places?
Yes.
Ladakh.
Well, amazing landing
Okay.
and altitude problems.
Okay. Montreal.
McGill,
Okay. Delhi.
people,
Okay. Mumbai. More
skyscrapers,
people. More people.
more people and skyscrapers.
Prague.
Beer.
Okay. Okay. Choose one. American Tourister, Samsonite, VIP.
I have Osprey.
You have to choose one out of these.
American Tourister,
Samsonite and VIP.
These are trolleys.
It could be backpacks, it could be trolleys, it could be handbags. Basically, we're trying to get sponsors here. You take one name.
Osprey is a great company. Okay, I will say VIP.
Okay.
Yes.
Goa, Malaga, Malta.
I would say Malaga.
Okay.
I don't like British colonies.
Okay. Goa was the Portuguese one.
No, Malta I'm talking about.
Okay. Window seat, aisle seat, middle seat.
Give me any, because in Ryanair you have nothing to choose. Beggars can only be.
Okay, if you get an option to choose.
Long haul, aisle.
It's a rapid fire.
Yeah.
Just give me one.
1 hour flight within you, I would like window. Because I have to go, for example, to washroom and you disturb other people. I don't like that. So aisle is the best.
Okay. Montreal, Prague, Shanghai.
I would definitely Montreal. No, but the thing is, depends on the context.
You have to choose one. I think you chose one. I think very, very nice and very rapid answers, but they were like really long length answers which we were not expecting.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to say? Montreal, next question. Proceed.
Okay. Lastly, why do you travel?
I think, when I grow, not as in height wise, I grew as much as I could, unfortunately, only this much. But anyways, when I grow old, when I age a little bit, I like to remember all the memories I made, and I believe working or studying doesn't really make memories for me. It's more about learning about other people, learning about other cultures. If I work, I'm already doing what other billion people are doing, so I'm just sustaining myself.
Okay.
That's not what I'm gonna think when I'm 80 probably. I'm gonna think, oh look man, I went to Sofia and the beer there was amazing. I met this beautiful girl in Slovakia, wow. Or I went to Barcelona and I smoked for the first time, for example. So things like these, I think I would like to remember these, the people and how friendly and peaceful the world is. For example, when I was in Qatar, I had a different image of Qatar. When I was there, I was like, wow, what a country. I felt more safe than any other country I have been in the world. and that's not the first image you would have when you think of Qatar. For example, I'm not saying it's true. So things like these would be like, yeah, I made memories. I traveled. I proved a point, and
So you travel to make memories.
Yes. Yeah. To think about those memories, because right now I don't have time to think about it because I'm busy in my daily life. But when I have more time as life progresses, I will think about these days, and I'll be like, yeah, man, maybe why don't we go there again?
Why
Something
not?
like that. Yeah.
Amazing. It was a really great chat. Thank you so much for taking out your very precious time out of your very busy schedule.
See, I'm becoming European.
No, yeah, we have to take appointments from him, by the way. So, no, thank you so much. And it was a great pleasure having you on this show. And if you have really liked this episode, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share.
Please subscribe, guys. It's a lot of hard work behind.
He saw it
this.
for the first time.
Yeah. Behind this, so it should be appreciated. So it would be appreciated if you appreciate the context.
Awesome. And if you would like to share your own travel stories, and if you think that you have interesting experiences and you would like to be right next to me, please write down to me in the comments below. I read each and every one of them because there are only 2 of them. And thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Ciao.